Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to show you how I traded altcoins, okay, other cryptocurrency coins which are not Bitcoin, in a bearish Bitcoin market and made over 500% profit. There are some patterns that can be spotted in the altcoin market, and if you are smart about it, you could make your money over and over again using the same strategy. All right, so if you stick with me, I'm going to show you exactly what I did and which pairs I used to do that. And yeah, thank you for being here. If this is your first time, please do me a favor and subscribe. I don't have any affiliate links or anything. My channel is barely a week old and I could use subscribers. So do me a favor, subscribe, and thank you very much for being here. Let's jump right in. Here's a secret, guys. Here's a pattern that I found. Bitcoin doesn't move proportionally with all altcoins. When Bitcoin starts dipping, sometimes altcoins pretty much hold their value for a while, maybe a few hours or minutes before they follow suit. Now, when Bitcoin starts rising, it's the same story. Altcoins don't rise immediately. And how you can take advantage of this, that's the trick. Once you're able to take advantage of this, you've pretty much cracked the system. Because if you are fully invested in a coin that's not Bitcoin, but you are trading in the Bitcoin market, okay, when Bitcoin dips very drastically and your coin still has its value, now what happens is when you sell your coins right away, you get more Bitcoin for your coins because Bitcoin has dipped compared to the dollar. So now you get more Bitcoin for your coins so that it will be the same as the dollar. I don't know if this makes sense. So, and automatically you are now in Bitcoin instead of in Cardano or VeChain or Link, okay? That way, when Bitcoin is down to 30,000, make sure you are in Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin starts rising back to 35,000, stay in Bitcoin. But as soon as you see the peak, or you think it's the peak, jump back into your altcoins, because it takes a while for your altcoins to pick up. And I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you exactly how I did this. It takes a while for all altcoins to pick up steam. So when Bitcoin spikes, you have a lot more power, a lot more buying power. You buy altcoins, you get a lot more coins with the same sum of money. And then whenever altcoins now catch up to Bitcoin spike, you have risen twice. So it's a simple strategy, but I've done it over and over again. I started with $115, and all this while I was doing it, Bitcoin moved from 40,000 all the way down to 32,000. So you can make money either way, and you can make money a lot faster when Bitcoin is much higher. So I'm sure when Bitcoin gets back to 40,000, and I'm probably gonna catch it before it gets there, when I pull out all the $500 that I've made, which I'm gonna show you. So, quick backstory. I don't even know how to say this. So in 2018, you know, a friend had told me to buy Litecoin. So somewhere around November 2017, I bought some Litecoin. I might have spent about $60 or something like that. And by the end of December, Litecoin was about $270. So I was so excited about this investment and how it was panning out. And so I poured more money into other coins, into Ethereum and Bitcoin. And well, January of 2017, it looked like Bitcoin had peaked, because it did peak around, early January, I think. And everything started going down slowly. But of course, nothing goes down like that. There's always spikes. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, so I was trading and I realized I was just losing. I had to be pulling money out, and paying bills and, you know, all these promises. And of course, cryptocurrencies, just nobody knows when it's gonna one day just go poof. Yes, so crypto has to be taken with a pinch of salt, but it's one of those things that you can easily miss out on. All it takes is for some big companies and possibly some nations to adopt it, and that's it. You're left. You're left. The bus left you. Okay, it's gonna be so fast. All right, so I pretty much pulled out almost everything from my Binance account. I mean, I pulled out everything. I knew I pulled out everything. There was like a little bit left that I couldn't pull out. I don't know how much it was, like $12 or something. So at the point, I think they converted that to BNB. That's Binance coin in Binance. Okay. Now, I forgot about my account completely. So recently, early January, when I heard that Bitcoin had hit 40,000, I'm like, let me open this account and see what I can do there. Struggled to get it open, but once I opened it, I realized that my $12, which was in the Binance coin, was now probably worth about $100. So, and then I realized that now to be able to trade, I had to create a Binance US account. So I created a Binance US account and I transferred the $100 from the Binance account to my Binance US account. And as you can see, this is the amount. And the Binance coin, those of you who know the BNB, which is here, the Binance coin has always been around $40 for the whole month so far. It's, 40, 41, 46, something like that. Something like that. So here, let's do a quick calculation. If we have 2.62 blah 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 blah, let's just say 2.62609614. In the crypto world, you don't want to be rounding things up. Okay, all that times, let's look at a quick price of the Binance. So here we are today. Bitcoin is 32,000. Okay. Now we're going to check something real quick. Binance coin is 42, and I'm just going to click on this guy and look at the chart and then see how much it was on January, let's say the whole month here, on January 10th, which is when I bought it. So I would say about right there, $44. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my calculator. Sorry, guys. And then we're going to go here and we're going to multiply this by 44. All right. So this is literally what I got in dollars. I got $115 to start trading with. Okay. So this was what I started trading with. I haven't added anything. Now, so when I bought it, it was in BNB, so I sold it to get Bitcoin. And this is one trick I learned. I learned this trick back in 2017, is that whenever you are in any of these markets, I don't know how the newer ones are, but in Binance, you can trade either in the Bitcoin market or the US dollar market. Make sure you trade in the Bitcoin market. Because if you are trading in the Bitcoin market, every coin you sell or buy, you earn Bitcoin. It's valued in Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is to blow up all of a sudden, and you're not paying attention, your altcoins, whenever you decide to convert them, they become Bitcoin and you get more money. Or if you see that sudden rise and everybody's shouting, hey, Bitcoin is headed to 100,000, all you have to do is sell your altcoins and they become Bitcoins. You don't have to go purchase Bitcoins. So it's a very fast transition and you can use that. I'll hit on that in a little bit, because that was how I was able to turn this amount right here into $500 plus. But I was able to do it in a bear market, in a market that the Bitcoin was going down. And I'll tell you how I did that. Okay. So I started off with $115. And I was just messing around. I was just buying different coins here and there. I would wait and see if I saw a rise. I sold. Because I called it was just practice. Okay. It was I wasn't even expecting that money to be there in the first place. So I wanted to just test the waters, practice before I actually, got serious with it and purchased with real money. And then I realized that I found a trend. There was a trend. Even if Bitcoin is falling, okay, let's look at Bitcoin's price the day I bought it. So here you can see the date I bought it. That is January 10th, okay? Let's look at Bitcoin's price here. Where is Bitcoin's price? Okay, I'm gonna hit back. Bitcoin. All right. So let's look at Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin on January 10th, 9th, 10th. This is it. This is 10th right here, mid here. Bitcoin was 40,000. Okay? Bitcoin was 40,000. This was like just before the big dip. That was when I transferred my BNB into Bitcoin, literally. And then the next day, everything just started coming down. It just went so far down and it's been struggling a little bit. But it's somewhat has found support so far around 31,000, 30,000. Hopefully it doesn't go lower than that. But moving on. So now that we know what price Bitcoin was at the time for. So I bought this and then I was trading back and forth, got lucky a few times, and nothing really. But this is where the strategy actually began, okay? This is where the strategy actually began. So at this point, I had made quite some money. I had made probably more than 200%, almost 300%. And all the amount you see in this column right here, the total, this is all Bitcoin, okay? So it's not a lot of money, but it's Bitcoin. Now, watch this. This is the first purchase of Cardano that I bought. Cardano, ADA. Ticker symbol ADA. The most important thing here is how many coins did I buy? I bought 1,006. Okay. Now, this was the number I was messing with. Now, on Binance, if you have Binance Coin, they take your fees out of the Binance Coin, and you only have to pay 25%, I think. But at this point, I didn't have any Binance Coin. I didn't leave some behind, so the fee was being taken out of my trades. So when I made this trade, they took out 2 of my Cardano coins. I had 1,006. After I made the trade, I was left with 1,004. But look at my total. I went from 0.008 to 0.01 Bitcoin. And that was because I bought Cardano at 843 Satoshi and sold it back at 1062. So before I found a pair, I was just watching a single coin. I watched a single coin for a little bit, and I was just checking the chart, and I realized that Cardano was bouncing in a certain range. So I realized that, okay, if I could catch it at the low, sell on the high, catch it at the low, sell on the high, it wasn't doing much of a movement, but it was bouncing, and sometimes it does that several times in a day. So that's what I did. I caught the ride a few times, and I was slowly increasing my Bitcoin. So every time I do that, I get more Bitcoin. Whether Bitcoin is going down or not, it doesn't matter. You're making more Bitcoin, okay? Now, of course, this is a canceled order. I don't know why I canceled this order, but I canceled it. And then let's see this one up here. So after I sold it, of course, I bought it back again. I sold it at 1062 Satoshi, and I bought it back again at 1045 Satoshi, okay? Now, when I bought it back at 1045 Satoshi, I was looking at a different coin. I was focusing on VET, VChain, and I saw that the chart looked really good, the graph looked really good, and it's been bubbling for a while. So I sold at a loss. 10:45. I ended up selling at 10:09. I couldn't wait because I saw that this chart was about to explode, VET. So on January 19th, I bought VET for 81 Satoshi. Okay, 81 Satoshi. And what happened? Moving on. I ended up selling VET on the next day. I think that was the very next day. This was January 19th. The very next day, January 20th, I sold VET for 92 Satoshi. So I bought it at 81, and when I bought it at 81, this is how much I spent. Okay. I spent 0.10128. And what am I doing? Okay, next. So when I sold it, I made a lot more. I made 0.11611620, whatever. Okay, when I sold it, I made 0.1167020. All right. And then the next thing I did was I went back to Cardano, okay, because I had studied both of these coins and seen how they move. Now, all this is not for this amount of money. It's just preparation for when I'm actually ready to buy, like, shiploads, okay, of these stuff. But you have to kind of understand how these coins move and what indicators to look for. So when I sold this, I jumped right back into Cardano at 1011. I remember I had sold it earlier at 1009 Satoshi. I jumped back in at 1011 because I realized that it was looking good. It was at one of the lows of the wavy movement. So then I promptly sold it at 1051 at a profit again. So now my Bitcoin is still increasing. All this is from my initial investment. I'm just moving the money in and out, in and out, in and out. Now, sometimes one important trick here is that sometimes between a sell and a buy, I hold the money. This is key. This is key. This is like one of the most important things. And this can be your only strategy sometimes. You can get in and out of the same coin over and over again. The trick is when you get out and you are trading in the BTC market, your coin immediately becomes Bitcoin. So what I do is when Bitcoin starts dropping, like there was a time Bitcoin dropped to 30,000, I just closed everything, took everything out. I sold everything and they all became Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin's value went back up, when Bitcoin's value went back up to 33,000, that same amount of money, I could buy more coins of Cardano, more coins of VChain. So that's one strategy you can do over and over again because Bitcoin never stays still. Bitcoin is always doing this. So you can just go in and out of your coins based on how Bitcoin is moving. When Bitcoin is low, you want to be in Bitcoin. And then when it starts rising, you want to be in Bitcoin. But after it has risen, you want to be in the altcoins. I don't know if this makes sense, but so I did that a few times, but I didn't do that too much. Now, moving on. So yeah, so this time it was not a big, I bought it at 0.0009. I sold it at 0.092. And then I bought VET, and then I went back to buy Cardano again. Just I've studied these two coins and I just know how they're moving. And I bought Cardano again. Should probably go to bed now. And at 1042 Satoshi, sold it again at 1075 Satoshi. And you get it, right? So now I bought VChain again at 96 Satoshi. And I might be selling this at a loss because I see Cardano about to make a move. And but I'll keep it for a little bit and see. So this is just a simple strategy. Now, I want you to watch this with a pinch of salt. I'm not a financial advisor or anything.